When you think of great ancient empires, do names like Rome, Persia, or China come to mind? But what if we told you that long before colonial powers ever set foot on African soil, this continent was home to some of the most powerful, wealthy, and sophisticated kingdoms the world has ever seen? Civilizations that built monumental architecture, mastered trade routes, developed advanced governance, and nurtured rich cultures, long hidden beneath the dust of colonial narratives. Today, we're peeling back the layers of history to reveal the untold story of Africa's mighty kingdoms before colonization. These are not just stories of golden glory, but of science, scholarship, diplomacy, and resilience. Ancient Egypt. Long before pyramids became symbols of mystery, they were the beating heart of a civilization that shaped the world. Ancient Egypt. Nestled along the fertile Nile River, Egypt emerged as early as 3000 BCE. It wasn't just the land of pharaohs and tombs, but a beacon of science, architecture, writing, and governance. Egypt's power peaked during the Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms, each marking an era of innovation. From the Great Pyramid of Giza to the spiritual depth of the Book of the Dead, Egypt's influence stretched far into Nubia and the Levant. Though it eventually fell to external invasions, its legacy remains immortal in global heritage. Kingdom of Kush. Just south of Egypt lay a kingdom that was both a rival and a ruler of its northern neighbor, Kush. Rising around 1070 BCE in present-day Sudan, Kush was more than a shadow of Egypt. It had its own language, customs, and spiritual depth. During the 25th dynasty, Kushite pharaohs even ruled Egypt itself, earning the title Black Pharaohs. They built pyramids of their own and stood toe-to-toe with Assyrian forces. Though eventually diminished by foreign conquests, Kush remained a vital part of African heritage, a symbol of resilience and regal pride. Mediterranean Titan. Founded by Phoenicians around 800 BCE, Carthage rose to dominate the Mediterranean from its base in modern Tunisia. Known for its naval supremacy and complex trade networks, Carthage was Rome's fiercest rival. Led by the legendary general Hannibal, the Carthaginians crossed the Alps with war elephants to confront Rome on its own turf. Though ultimately destroyed in the Punic Wars, Carthage's legacy lives on as a testament to African ingenuity, maritime dominance, and fierce independence. Christianity's African stronghold. On the Horn of Africa, the Kingdom of Axum thrived between the 1st and 7th centuries CE in present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea. A powerful trading empire, Axum connected Africa to Rome, India, and Arabia. But what truly set Axum apart was its early adoption of Christianity in the 4th century, making it one of the first Christian kingdoms in the world. With monumental obelisks, a unique written script, and powerful kings like Ezana, Axum left a spiritual and cultural imprint that endures in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church today. Mali Empire. In West Africa, the Mali Empire rose to prominence in the 13th century, becoming synonymous with wealth and learning. Under the leadership of Sundiata Keita and later Mansa Musa, the richest man in history, Mali flourished. Mansa Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca put Mali on the global map, but it was cities like Timbuktu that showcased its true glory. With libraries, mosques, and universities, Mali was a center of Islamic scholarship that rivaled any in the world. Though eventually fractured by internal strife and shifting trade routes, Mali's golden legacy is etched into Africa's cultural DNA. Songhai Empire. Succeeding Mali in the 15th century, the Songhai Empire became one of the largest empires in African history. Centered in Gao and Timbuktu, it blended Islamic scholarship with fierce military strength. Leaders like Sunni Ali and Askia Muhammad expanded its reach and reformed its administration. Songhai governed through a network of provinces, sophisticated tax systems, and a justice system rooted in Islamic law. But in 1591, Moroccan invaders armed with gunpowder brought this African giant to its knees, marking the end of an era. Benin Empire. In the rainforests of what is now Nigeria, the Benin Empire rose in the 13th century, famous not for war or trade, but for art. Its craftsmen created intricate bronze and ivory sculptures that stunned European explorers. The capital, Benin City, boasted massive earthworks and a complex society ruled by the divine Oba. Trade with the Portuguese brought wealth and ideas. But in 1897, British forces looted Benin's treasures and burned its capital. Though the empire was dismantled, its artistic legacy remains one of the most important in African and world history. Great Zimbabwe. Far to the south, nestled in the heart of modern-day Zimbabwe, a powerful and mysterious kingdom flourished between the 11th and 15th centuries. At its center stood Great Zimbabwe, a monumental city whose name would later inspire the name of the nation itself. This capital was no ordinary settlement. It was a marvel of stone engineering, built with impressive granite walls rising high without the use of mortar. These structures, some stretching over 5 meters tall and encircling massive enclosures, reflect an extraordinary level of architectural sophistication, all achieved through indigenous knowledge and craftsmanship. Great Zimbabwe served not only as a political and spiritual capital, but also as a vital economic hub. Positioned strategically, it controlled trade routes that connected Africa's interior with merchants along the Swahili coast. From here, gold and ivory flowed northward, exchanged for goods like glass beads, Chinese porcelain, and Arab textiles. This dynamic trade network made the kingdom wealthy and influential, drawing in artisans, traders, and nobles alike. Ghana Empire. Before Mali and Songhai, the Ghana Empire reigned from around the 6th century CE. Positioned at the crossroads of Saharan trade, it prospered by controlling the gold and salt trade. Its rulers taxed merchants and built strong armies, turning cities like Kambi-Sala into bustling centers. Ghana's dual city layout, one for traders and one for royalty, reflected a unique urban design. Although it fell to Almoravid invasions in the 11th century, Ghana's rise marked the beginning of Africa's golden age in the West. Zulu Kingdom. In the early 19th century, the Zulu kingdom exploded onto the scene under Shaka Zulu. With revolutionary tactics and strict discipline, Shaka transformed the Zulu into a feared military force. At its height, the Zulu kingdom controlled vast swaths of southern Africa. Even in the face of British colonization, they fought valiantly, especially in the famous Battle of Isandlwana. Though eventually subdued, Zulu identity, culture, and pride remain strong to this day. Ashanti Empire. The Ashanti Empire, based in present-day Ghana, rose in the 18th century, fueled by gold and a fierce spirit of independence. Its capital, Kumasi, was an epicenter of art, trade, and political sophistication. The Ashanti resisted British colonization through a series of wars and refused to bow until their land was forcefully annexed. Their culture, however, survived and continues to influence Ghanaian life today, from royal regalia to political structures. These African kingdoms were not footnotes in someone else's story. They were authors of their own epic sagas. They built, traded, fought, wrote, and ruled long before colonial maps carved up the continent. Their legacies remind us that Africa's history is not a void before colonization, but a vibrant canvas of civilizations whose echoes still shape the present. If you found this journey through Africa's untold past enlightening, don't forget to like the video, share it with others who need to hear this history, and most importantly, subscribe for more deep dives into the forgotten truths of our world.